Yadamase, Obamaha, Atem Din, na Ghana Mampani, Etimi Dinasem, Atuja, Yesramo, Ahanyedi.
Bono East Regional Minister, and Deputy Minister for Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs, Minister for Regional Reorganization and Development, Ministers and Deputy Ministers of State, Members of Parliament, Judge of the Circuit Court, Municipal Chief Executive for Techiman Municipal Assembly, founding members of the Bono East Regional House of Chiefs, Nananom, fellow Ghanaians, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very happy to be amongst you this afternoon to inaugurate the Bono East Regional House of Chiefs. The first I have the honor so to do. This ceremony has been necessitated by the historic events of 2019, which led to the creation of 6 new regions, namely Oti, Bono East, Ahafo, Savannah, Northeast, and Western North regions. To accelerate development in these areas, in fulfillment of a 2016 manifesto pledge of my party, the ruling New Patriotic Party. Inasmuch as these events have changed the administrative boundaries of our country, with the paramount objective being to quicken the process of developing every part of the country, it has also affected the structure and management of chieftaincy institutions, necessitating the formation of new regional houses of chiefs, particularly in our new regions. To aid in the smooth composition of the membership of the new houses, government in July 2020, together with the National House of Chiefs, brought the membership of Regional Houses of Chiefs Regulations 2020, LI 2409, into being. So let me, on behalf of government and the people of Ghana, congratulate each and every one of you on your membership of the new Bono East Regional House of Chiefs. I am confident that you, the founding members, Nana Kwadwo Nyako Prime Maihene the second, Dran Maihene, Nana Kwame Boafo the fourth, Nkranza Maihene, Pima Pim Yao Kabrese the fifth, Yeji Maihene, Oseadia Yo Kunfiame Yao the fourth, Techiman Maihene, and Obrimpong Crew Techi the third, Abesia Maihene. That you will discharge your duties effectively to the best of your abilities. Nananum, the chieftaincy institution, like virtually all other institutions of state, has lived through controversial periods of our history, playing different roles at different times. Indeed, at certain times in that history, Some have even wondered whether chieftaincy is still relevant to our development. I do not hesitate to state that chieftaincy has been, is, and will be an indispensable part of our history and development. It is so widely respected that even when our fellow Ghanaians leave our shores and can be free of the influence of chieftaincy, they create chiefs wherever they find themselves. With the advent of the Constitution of the Fourth Republic and the guarantees enshrined for chieftaincy, we have made significant progress. Ever since my government assumed office in January 2017, we've taken a lot of steps to strengthen the institution of chieftaincy. Government recognizes that in order to ensure the success of the ambitious program of social and economic transformation we have put before the Ghanaian people, we have a lot to do in terms of incorporating the traditional role of our chiefs into the modern constitutional setup under which our country is governed. As a start, we made a pledge in the NPP's 2016 manifesto to increase the monthly allowances paid to chiefs and the quarterly budgetary support to the traditional councils and houses of chiefs. And this we have done by 100%. Government has assisted the National House of Chiefs with 3,500,000 cedis for the completion of its new headquarters office complex in Kumasi. Government is also committed to assisting the National House of Chiefs to moving speedily on finishing work on the codification of the traditional norms and rules that have guided our communities throughout the ages. The ministry, in collaboration with the National House of Chiefs, has also begun the process of digitizing records of the National House of Chiefs, particularly records in the National Register of Chiefs. Again, a major bane of our nation's socio-economic development has unfortunately been chieftaincy disputes. They have resulted sometimes in full-blown conflicts, threats to our nation's peace and stability, destruction of properties, loss of lives, closure of educational and health facilities, and separation of families. In helping to stem the effects of this, government, through the Ministry of Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs, has arranged to provide the funds that will increase the number of sittings of judicial committees of regional houses to hasten the adjudication of pending issues in order to bring closure to many outstanding disputes that continue to generate tension. Again, the National House of Chiefs, together with the Chieftaincy Ministry, in order to reduce conflicts and establish areas of customary jurisdiction and allegiance, has delineated traditional areas of paramountcies. In so saying, issues of land administration continue to be major problems, bedeviling the development of the economy, mainly as a result of dishonesty in land dealings. As trustees of lands, on behalf of your peoples, I entrust you to help government streamline the administration of lands in the country, leading to an efficient and well-functioning regime of titling, fixing of boundaries, and ownership tracing. The Chieftaincy Ministry has also instituted a program to have courses in chieftaincy development, comprising lectures, seminars, and other activities aimed at building the capacity of chiefs and all persons with interest in the chieftaincy institution. I applaud this initiative. Eminent traditional rulers, if we have ever doubted the ties that bind the various peoples that inhabit our lands, one need only take a look at our traditional rules and practices, many of which transcend regional and traditional areas. There might be different reasons assigned in different parts of the country for why you cannot farm near the river or go to the farm on a Wednesday or Thursday or fish on a Tuesday or Saturday. But there are rational and scientific reasons behind these traditional rules. By the same token, we should not be afraid of discarding those rules and practices that do not fit in with modern current realities and norms. I refer especially to the practices that seek to discriminate against women and children. It is difficult, again, to find a justification for some of the widowhood rights that persist today among many of our peoples. I ask you to be in the forefront of fighting to discard these outmoded practices, which should have no place in the Ghana of the 21st century. I'm aware, Nananum, that the Constitution of the Republic forbids you to engage in partisan political activity, but your involvement in the public life of our country derives naturally from your position as traditional rulers. It is thus my hope that members of this august House will help set the tone in their areas of influence to help realize our vision for a progressive and prosperous Ghana. Government is determined to bring governance closer to the people and expand the boundaries of democracy in our country. We're counting on you to help shape and integrate yourselves into these developments so that the peculiarly Ghanaian contribution to the concept of governance, which emanates from the integration of royal aristocratic institutions into the fabric of a Republican democratic framework, will be enhanced and strengthened to the benefit of the Ghanaian people. I urge you to speak out and join government's fight against the ills of our society: corruption, social and economic injustice, please excuse me, crime, and the illegal menace we call galamsey. As chiefs, you have a responsibility, as was done in the days of our forefathers, to help preserve our lands, water bodies, and environment. I must, in this regard, express the appreciation of the nation for the responsible advocacy role you have played in educating and raising the awareness of your subjects on the need for compliance with the COVID-19 safety protocols. Your efforts have been a welcome complement to those of government and demonstrate, if demonstration was needed, your relevance in the socio-political development of our country. Nananum Midamasepa. I'm happy to inform Nananum that a regional hospital will be built for the Bono East region as part of government's Agenda 111, which, in the course of the next 12 months, will see to the construction of 100-bed district hospitals in 101 districts with no hospitals, 7 regional hospitals for the new regions, including one for the Western region, the construction of 2 new psychiatric hospitals for the Middle Belt and Northern Belt respectively, and the rehabilitation of a Fiankwanta hospital in the Western region. The districts without hospitals in the Bono East region, which will be covered by Agenda 111, are Nkranza North, Sena East, Techiman North, and Peru West. Further, Nananum, I take the opportunity of this platform to give you a brief account of some of the principal activity projects being executed in the region, with 170 completed and the remaining 170 ongoing. Out of the 170 completed projects, 60 are in the educational sector, 17 in the health sector, 9 in the road sector, and 37 in the water and sanitation sector. The 170 ongoing projects comprise, amongst others, 50 in the educational sector, 8 in the health sector, 2 in the road sector, and 62 in the water and sanitation sector. With 4 more for Nana and the MPP, we will do even more for you. Nananum government will continue to support the chieftaincy institution so it can be strong and resilient. 6 new office complexes and bungalows will be provided with 6 new regional houses of chiefs. Additionally, as I have said, we will strive to give to the institution the requisite support to resolve chieftaincy matters and carry out research in the many areas of relevance to curb chieftaincy-related conflicts. Nananum, in conclusion, I would like to express my gratitude for the resolution of the Nkranza chieftaincy dispute, and I'm happy to see Nkranza Omanhene here at this meeting. To take his rightful place in the House. Congratulations to you, Nana Kwame Bafo IV. And to the Queen Mother, Nana Dudu Kenny, on her sense of responsibility in helping bring this dispute to an end. After this ceremony, I will present on behalf of government a Toyota Land Cruiser vehicle for use by the President of the House, and also a pickup vehicle for use by the Secretariat of the House. Accordingly, Nananum, ladies and gentlemen, I declare the newly created Regional House of Chiefs of Bono East Region duly inaugurated. May God bless the Bono East Regional House of Chiefs, Bono East Region, and us all. And may God bless our homeland, Ghana, and make her great and strong. I thank you for your attention.
Bron Champion Cultural Troupe, Yadamasi Bebre, Ghana Mampani, Yadawasi Bebre, and Onsema, Emo Hama, or the Atuna Namina, and him. Abusian for Yasepanini, Ejarivia, Nansu, Asa, Ghana Mampani, Akasawi, the Anajumadi, Nina, Yade Ebawi, Yanesa. Sabre, Maton Safre, Yanana, Nana, Yabua, Asiama. Ya oya adontin hima ewo Techiman konyu asase so na nana abeda dwumadie nyina ho ase nana yeboa asuama adontin hima ya owo Techiman Traditional Council na omeda dwumadie nyina ho ase